Hey folks, welcome here. Today we will see how we can deploy a React application on AWS in less than 60 seconds. Before we start, just a couple of prerequisites. You need to create your own GitHub repository, you need to create a basic React application and just push the entire code on GitHub. Then you also need to have your own AWS account and we are ready to go. Okay, we are in the AWS console. I search for Amplify. I go here, new app, hosts, new web app. In this case, I'm using GitHub, but you can use whatever you want. Continue. Right now we need to add the repository, so I go on view GitHub permission, I scroll down and I find my repository. Okay, let's click on save. Now we go back on Amplify and we can select our repository. Let's select the main branch and go on next. Now we just need to give an app name and the build settings. In this case, let's keep it by default. Let's click on next and save and deploy. We did it. Now we just need to wait for a couple of minutes for our application to be built and then we can already use it. Hey, before we continue, if you are enjoying this content, please hit like and subscribe because this helps me a lot. And of course, if you have any feedback to help me improve, just leave me a message in the comments below. Okay, the CI/CD pipeline just finished. Now we can click on this URL provided by Amplify and we have our React app working. As you can see here, we are using an amplifyapp.com domain, but what if we want to use our own domain? Let's say that we bought a domain and we are using Route 53. In that case, connecting the domain is super easy. Let's see it. Once I am on Amplify, I just need to click on domain management, add the domain, I select my personal domain, I click on domain configuration. Now in this case, I want to exclude the root because I don't want this React application to stay on my alfonsograziano.it main website. I just want to have a third level domain. Let's call it beta. And it is connected to the main branch. I just need to click on save and we're ready to go. Usually this process takes from 10 up to 30 minutes, it really depends, but as you can see it's just a couple of clicks. For now we saw how we can deploy a React app on AWS, but usually when we have more complex applications, we will have multiple environments as well, like staging, dev, testing, and so on and so forth. So let's see how we can create another environment for our application. First of all, I need to create a different branch. So let's call it staging. In this case, check out staging. I will say staging environment, npm run start. Let's see that everything works. Okay, it works, so we can deploy it. We can commit and we can publish the branch as well. Now on GitHub, we should see two branches. Okay, and what we need to do now, we just need to go on Amplify and connect the second branch. So I go here, connect the branch. We give the authorization if needed. Okay, authorization successful, and we select our staging branch. So next, save and deploy, and it's done. Now we just need to wait for the pipeline to succeed as we saw before. Of course, if we want, we can connect this staging environment to our custom domain as well. We need to go on manage subdomains, we go on add, we say for example staging, we connect it to the staging branch, and then here we just need to click on update. Okay, in the meantime, it just finished, and if we go now on beta.alfonsograziano.it, we can see our React application on our custom domain. If our application needs environment variables, which is usually the case, we just need to click here on environment variables, we click on manage variables, we add all the variables that we need, we hit save, and it's done. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you have any question, you can write me on LinkedIn or even on YouTube. Thanks a lot for watching and see you soon.